Now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Tuesday, October 5th, 2021. It's 7 a.m.
Whoop, whoop.
And we have a guest with us.
We do.
From Mountain
We do.
And she will be doing the morning prayer here in just a minute.
And she plans on interviewing you instead of you interviewing her.
Great.
I heard she does a really good job on interviews.
Yeah. And I tell you what, we'll get to the prayer in just a minute, but the Mountain Christian Academy students are so accomplished, and just proud that these students are unashamed. They come in and they do the morning prayer for us here in just a minute. And Isabel, of course, is a first grade student at Mountain Christian Academy. If you can help them financially at Mountain Christian Academy, call them at 424-6622. You know, I've seen, y'all can't see it on camera yet, but Mickey Pendergrass sitting here, Baxter County Judge. He goes to the auction when they had it 2 or 3 years ago, and he'll have like 4 pies over here and 4 pies over here. Okay. What'd you get out? You auction. I mean, when you get Christmas, sorry, when you get Christmas, sorry, at an auction at Christian Academy, don't scratch your nose. You just bought something, you know.
That's right.
Would you like to say hello to everybody out there?
Hello.
Hello. Very good. Oh, I tell you what, it's a nice day. I think we got some rain in the forecast, and we got some rain on the map, but it's not in Arkansas. We need some rain around here. It's getting pretty dry. I got the Drought Monitor pulled up, too. First, I got to tell you about Brewed Awakening Coffee. It is the very best coffee in town. 3 locations to serve you the best coffee in town. Bomber Boulevard, which will be busy, come up on 7:02 in the morning. Bomber Boulevard will be a little bit busy between now and 15 till 8. As students, faculty, staff, teachers go into the high school, junior high, and the main office building off of Bomber Boulevard. 62 East Plaza by Anytime Fitness, and of course Baxter Regional Medical Center's main entrance lobby. Brewed Awakening Coffee is the best coffee in town. You have mochas, lattes, frappuccinos. You get your pumpkin spice, your French vanilla, whatever you want in your coffee. If you can dream it, they can mix it for you. So you want Brewed Awakening Coffee at your home? No problem. Stop by one of the drive-thrus and pick up a bag of beans and get half pound, 1 pound, pound and a half or more. They'll grind it for you. You can grind it yourself if you've got a coffee bean grinder. And it's a little bit more expensive what you get at the grocery store, but it's well worth the money because it's Brewed Awakening Coffee. As Mike says, we are real coffee. So stop by any of the 3 locations. Baxter Regional Medical Center's main entrance lobby. Follow the COVID-19 guidelines there. Bomber Boulevard and 62 East Plaza by Anytime Fitness. Brewed Awakening Coffee is the best coffee in town. Don't forget about it. They've got cinnamon rolls, and those cinnamon rolls are like that big. Ask him. He loves the cinnamon rolls.
They got cinnamon rolls. They got great muffins. They got scones. They got apple and cherry turnovers. They got that's all the good stuff.
They've got the good stuff. I mean, they do it right. Brewed Awakening Coffee, 3 locations to serve you, and it is the best coffee in town. Stop by the studio sometime, have coffee with us. We're at 1226 Commerce Drive in Mountain Home. Love to have people stop by, enjoy coffee with us, and come visit us while we're on the show. And love to have folks stop by. Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Mike and the staff do a great job at all 3 locations. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day. With all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes, 29 in the state of Arkansas with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Here in town, you talk to Brad, Bruce, Charlotte, Chris, anyone there can help you. Talk about pre-planning or perhaps the passing of a family member, friend, loved one, whatever it may be. Roller Funeral Home all across the state, very caring, loving, and understanding. They get you through a very difficult time. Same in West Tennessee, over in Memphis. Roller Funeral Homes with all our respect. Morning prayer this morning by Isabel Holland. She's a student at the Mountain Home Christian Academy. Once again, Mountain Home Christian Academy takes no government money, so they're self-supporting. And so if you can help them financially, they are a 501c3. You can call them at 424-6622. Any donation will be helpful. So are you ready to say the morning prayer? Okay, it's all yours.
Take your time. Take a couple breaths, deep breaths, and have fun.
I pray that you help our community stay safe, and I pray that you help our school stay safe. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Wow. Good job.
That is great. Thank you so much, Isabel Holland, student at the Mountain Home Christian Academy. Once again, if you can help them financially at the Mountain Home Christian Academy, call them at 424-6622. They have a very outstanding facility, the faculty and staff. Tell you what, I can't say enough good things about the Mountain Home Christian Academy. Once again, 424-6622 if you'd like to help them financially. And any amount would be greatly appreciated. They're a 501c3. They take no government monies, and they teach no Common Core. They have their own curriculum there, and they do a great job at Mountain Home Christian Academy.
Does she tell you she does cheer?
Oh, that's right. Tell us about cheer.
So we only did one pep rally, and that's our first one. We're going on 2 soon, but there's a game in December, and it's kind of big. So
Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Are you ready for it?
no,
No.
it's in December.
Well, I know, but you got to be getting ready. You got to be excited for it, though.
Well, keep practicing. You're going to be a great cheerleader.
Is that going to be your big cheer debut on that game? That's going to be your big
I don't know.
breakout? You don't know?
It's going to be fun.
Is there anything you would like to ask Dale?
Or the county judge?
No.
No? What? Ask the county judge, how comes there's so many rocks in my road?
Your first game, is it volleyball or basketball?
I think basketball.
Yeah, it should be. If it's in December, it should be basketball.
Volleyball? Oh, volleyball.
Volleyball? Well,
Is
my
it
granddaughter will be playing then.
Oh,
I'll
really?
have to be there.
At the Christian Academy? Good.
Awesome.
Okay,
That's
where we
pretty
at?
cool.
You know what?
Hey, you ever made a trumpet
Can you do a
noise?
trumpet? Can you go doo-doo-doo?
The weather!
roll.
Good
Good
job.
roll.
That is better than me.
Morning weather is brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda's Adore for all your real estate needs, 870-405-0793. The website, retiretoarkansas.net. Realtors you'd recommend to a friend. You know what we're going to do? We're going to take a look at the White River right quick. Correction, we're going to look at the fog over the White River. Oh, the camera's in Marion County, Arkansas, looking into Baxter County, Arkansas. And, of course, there's some fog on the river this morning. We do have a chance for rain later today, so the humidity's a little bit higher.
Here's a still
And
shot
here's-
of what we're looking
This
at.
is the normal shot. This is September 3 or 4 years ago. The 62-412 bridge on the left side of the screen, the city of Cotter, and the little clearing there is your baseball park, railroad museum, and picnic area along White River. The camera's in Marion County. You're looking into Baxter County, Arkansas. And, you know, once that clears up, once that fog burns up, it's going to be a beautiful shot. You can see the
Oh, yeah.
sunrise right there. Wow. Little camera icon at the lower right-hand side of the screen. You take still frames throughout the day. This is a 24/7 live cam, and it's brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team. For all your real estate needs, it's Century 21 Lemac Real Estate. While you're at retiretoarkansas.net, be sure to check out all the listings with the Z-Team and Century 21 Lemac Real Estate, and they also have all the MLS numbers ready to show you right there on the website. So any publication you see has MLS, multiple listing service number, and the digits behind it entered on that screen, and it'll bring that piece of property up. The Z-Team's ready in both Missouri and Arkansas to serve you today, so call them at 870-405-0793. The award-winning Z-Team that won the most prestigious award through the Century 21 Corporation on the national format. It's hard to do one time. To get it back-to-back is just unheard of, but they have done it due to outstanding sales, service, public relations, community service all throughout Marion.
And I do want to say that it's impressive for them to win the awards that they have, but talking to them, the awards, winning those awards mean what they were able to do for everybody else, you know, because or what they stand for, you know, the customer service and them being able to supply that to the customers and being there to help them. And
as
they're
busy
not,
as they are, to still
they're
be a
not
part
just
of the
looking to
communities.
sell a home.
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest differences. They're not out there just trying to sell a home. They're trying to sell you the right home for the right time in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of their biggest things. They want to make sure that it fits you and not just to sell.
And they talk about quality of life, you know,
Yeah.
and they add to that. And they're very active in the communities, both in Baxter and Marion counties. Bob and Linda's Adore for all your real estate needs, 870-405-0793. Realtors you'd recommend to a friend. Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Can you see those temperatures right there? Can you see those?
It's 55.
There you go. It's 55 degrees in Mountain Home. It's 50 in Harrison, 58 at Batesville, 53 at Yellville, 54 at Marshall. Salem checks in at 58, 54 at Mountain View. Around the region, West Plains is at 58, 50 at Springfield, 58 at Poplar Bluff. Around the region, then St. Louis at 60. And in contrast, guys, Watford City, North Dakota, 54 degrees. We're within 1 degree of each other from north to south. I would do that to put it kind of in contrast from the north part of the country to the south. And this graphic, I don't know if we can pick this up, Scooter, may have to reverse it here, but I did not know this. It's showing moisture funnels from the Gulf Atlantic. It's got Arkansas and part of Oklahoma in here in this forecast map, but the main part is going into the panhandle of Florida, coming into Georgia and Alabama. There could be some flooding, severe potential there. The national radar, we do have some showers showing up all throughout the country, of course, in Seattle down to Eugene, Oregon. Los Angeles getting some showers right now, as well as around the Phoenix, Arizona area. And I guess it's raining in the desert, but it won't rain here in Mountain Home on my yard. Anyway, we have some shower activity in the southern part of the country, southeast part of the country, I should say. Panhandle, Florida, all the way up into Charlotte, North Carolina, back in just to the southern part of Tennessee. Checking Arkansas right now, we're not picking up anything right now. 62 412 east and west is clear. Highway 65, Little Rock to Branson. And let's see, Little Rock, Searcy, Batesville, Pocahontas, trying to bring that up on the map. They've changed a little bit. Highway 67, 167, it splits. One goes up to Poplar Bluff and the other goes up into the Ash Flat area. Interstate 30, 40, 49, 55, 555, and 530 in Arkansas clear at this time. I-40 Memphis to Jackson looking good. Dyersburg, Tennessee, Interstate 155 to Kennett. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. It's not even picking up Poplar Bluff on this map. There we go. Poplar Bluff west on 160 to Branson, west on 60 to Springfield. No shower activity there. Interstates 49, 35, 44, 49, 35, 55, and 70 are all good in the state of Missouri right now. Going into southern Illinois, Interstate 64 east from East St. Louis, Illinois to Mount Vernon. Looks like it's in good shape, as well as I-70 to Terre Haute, Indiana, I-24 down to Cairo, Illinois, Paducah, Kentucky, and I-24, and US 51 Union City, Tennessee down to Dyersburg, everything precip free. No watches or warnings for Arkansas or Missouri right now. We do have a flood watch box of various types. Watches, warnings in Florida, Alabama, and Georgia. 7-day forecast is sunny, and then we have a 20% chance of showers today, 40 tonight, 60% tomorrow. 20% Wednesday night, 20% Thursday morning. Then Friday, we're back up to 83 degrees and 85 on Saturday.
Friday, it's sunny for the ball game.
There you go.
Thank God. The last one was not.
Oh, checking iDrive Arkansas. Stalled vehicle on Interstate 49 at mile marker 89.6, reported at 5:10 a.m. That's not a good time to be breaking down on I-49. This just popped up around Camden, 274 highway, an accident 1/10 of a mile east of Highway 278, reported at 6:37 this morning. So we'll check the cameras here in Mountain Home and Mammoth Springs, Arkansas. Okay, we are looking east on 62 Business, traffic moving good in parts of Mountain Home here, Cardinal at 62, Century 21 Lemac Real Estate's right in here. Of course, you see the McDonald's sign right there. Then we'll look down the hill, looking into Mountain Home, see what's going on this morning. Be minimal amount of traffic there as well. Clay Maxey Chevrolet here on the right. Of course, see Holly's Jewelry here, the old Burger King building. No traffic on the east side of town at Club Boulevard right now. And then for folks on NEXT cable network, we welcome those folks in the east of Mountain Home. This is Mammoth Springs, Arkansas. US 63 north and south, the new bridge there in the stoplight. The difference in color of the highways, the Missouri-Arkansas line. The blue sign says welcome to Missouri. So kind of put it in perspective where you have the Highway 9 goes to Salem from Mammoth Springs. And you see the Spring River coming up from under the bridge and the state park right here. It looks like a beautiful morning in Mammoth Springs, Arkansas. And so taking a look at Missouri. Looks like, checked it earlier, here we go. Construction issues around Highway 65 at Springfield. Maintenance issues, nothing on Highway 63 to Rolla. Minimal amount on Highway 67, Poplar Bluff to St. Louis. Checking your drought monitor for Arkansas. We do have some abnormally dry to moderately dry northwest Arkansas, north central, central Arkansas, and east Arkansas with some pretty dry conditions right now. State of Missouri, probably 2/3 of the state showing abnormally dry right now at various points of the state. Current pollen index today is 4.6, ragweed and chinnopods. It goes to 0.8 tomorrow, so the rain looks like it's going to be coming through. Norfolk Lake at 553.63, Bull Shoals at 657.16. Crude oil prices sitting at 78.52. Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 324 points, closing at 34,002.92. Don't forget about the Dream Network. Marla Lucas is the CEO of the Dream Network, and they help women and children in desperate situations. They're based out of Springfield, Missouri. She's with KADI 99.5 in Springfield. And they help women and children in desperate situations, and they help children pursue their God-given dreams. If you can help them financially, go to dreamnetwork.org, hit the donate button to help those folks there. Web and paper design. Don't forget about David Stroud. This is his new business, graphic design, brand identity, and what we do. Call him at 405-4433. And real quick, the Arkansas coronavirus update for North Central Arkansas hospitalization report in 13 counties, 53 admissions, 18 ICU with only 8 on ventilators. This is a population in 13 counties, around 300,000 people. Goes into Jackson, Woodruff, Independence County, back up to Marion, Baxter, and Searcy counties. 8 ventilators, 18 ICU, and 53 people admitted to the hospital. 7:15, almost 7:16. Why don't you look at the camera?
Hold on, we got. But you don't even like doing announcements anymore, do you?
I'm looking at the clock. I'm over time.
Well, you still got announcements.
Okay,
We did want to let everybody know that the 75th annual Turkey Trot celebration is coming up.
That's Saturday.
Yep.
Wow, I didn't get anything. You got an email on it?
It'll be on the square here in Yellville.
That's Saturday.
We always talk about the weather and the Z team. They will be there and they will have a booth. So if anybody does want to stop by and talk to them. But there will be vendors, food, music, all sorts of things. Turkey Trot's a big thing for Yellville. So you guys really should think about going out there and enjoying it a little bit. All right, real quick. Do you got anybody you want to say hi to?
No.
Yep.
You ain't got any friends you want to say hi to?
Only one.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's let you do that.
Hi, Abigail.
Hi, Abigail.
Don't you love Hotel TV? You just love it.
All right, we're gonna let you take us out. Say we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Live Bomber football is back on XL7 TV with announcers Bob Rechtenwald and Josh Kaminsky, bringing you the best in play-by-play. Watch every game live on XL7 TV or online at xl7tv.com/football. Every Friday night, watch the Bombers live, whether you are at the game or not. Also, enjoy a meal, drink, and watch the Bombers on XL7 TV live at the following restaurants every Friday night, only on XL7 TV. It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home. Get the only mower with suspension technology at Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home, where they accept mower trade-ins, have flexible financing options, and services all brands and models. That's Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora, the Z Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call, 870-405-0793, and check out our website, retiredarkansas.net.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
Take it. And we're ready to visit with our County Judge, Mickey Pendergrass, back County Judge. Hey, Ben. Well, that was a fast month.
Yes, and it's gone in a hurry.
Wow.
Good morning, everybody, and thanks for having me on here. But, yeah, it seemed to just kind of zipped on by there. So, I don't know what's, my mama or my grandmother, one of them told me that the older you get, the faster it'll go, and I didn't believe them. Now
I can remember being 8, 9, 10 years old, and I remember after Thanksgiving, is it Christmas yet? Is it Christmas? And I think it was 3 years between December 1st and 2nd, 3 years between the 2nd and 3rd, and by the time it got down to the 19th and 20th, there were like 4 years between the days. And now it's like, wait a minute,
Well, they say once you get over the hill, everything seems to speed up.
Yeah. just like a big snowball or a rock.
Boy. Yeah.
And we grow along with it, just like it, too.
Uh-huh. So what's going on?
A lot of things going on, and as you speaking about earlier in the weather, we are a little dry. People need to be considerate, and even though we had some rain in spots this past weekend, I have one person talking about they put down some sod in a wash area and it wadded it up because it rains so hard at his house, and I got 4/10 the whole weekend at my house, so it was real spotty. But and you can tell that the lake levels are really down, so be careful out there. But in our brilliance, we decided it was the appropriate time to resod the courthouse lawn. So we have a lot of sprinklers going on the courthouse lawn because we have completely resodded that, ripped it up after the farmers market on September the 11th was our last day, and then we went to work to strip the yard, and now it's all down and in the process of trying to get it to turn green before winter. So we'll give it a new look and trying to enhance the look down there on our part as much as we
Did they
can.
do some maintenance as well or anything? I saw some digging around. Was this strictly sod?
Well, this is strictly sod. We had done some maintenance. We'd had some plumbing issues, drainage issues for plumbing of our rainwater collected around the building and on the building. We finally got all that figured out and had the yards tore up, so we decided just to resod the whole thing. They're also redoing the wreath in the Veterans Memorial on the southwest corner, and there's a lot of veterans things there. Monuments, the flagpole, there's a wreath there, and they're in the process. The American Legion and VFW and all of them that participate in that are reworking that wreath now to have it ready for Veterans Day, so they're trying to enhance some things there. And we just got that going on, and a lot of road projects as is usual, trying to finish up the year and getting to the end of the year to where we can do a lot of those things, but we just let a new bid, so we're still going.
So I don't want to jinx it, but 3 months from now is January.
Yep.
That's winter.
That reminds me.
Pardon that 4-letter word, but
If I have
No, here we go.
a persimmon seed I picked up yesterday.
oh, you got one? Did you cut it?
Not yet.
Uh-oh, gonna do it on here.
I have been seeing some persimmon seeds that people cut, and I don't know if I can cut it if it's dried out, but I picked it up out at Tucker Cemetery yesterday.
Let's see.
All right,
what-
Scooter, you may have to do this off.
You're gonna have to slide your coffee cup over a little bit so we can see what you're doing. We want to all see
He's
this.
hiding, so he's gonna wind up cutting his fingers. What are you gonna do?
This is a real thin seed, so I don't know if I can cut it. We may have to do that off air and then show you when we come back. But the ones I've been seeing, you was talking about January, and it's coming in a hurry.
Spoon, knife, or fork?
Spoon.
Uh-oh.
That's what the ones I've been seeing.
Uh-oh.
And so we'll get this and cut in a little bit, and we'll figure it out. But the ones I've been seeing in the Farmer's Almanac from the people, I have not read it, but the people that have been telling me that saying the same thing. So hang on. And we have a big bridge construction project we hope to be doing this winter. So
Where's the bridge construction? Is that on County Road
High
1?
Tire Creek, County Road 1, Denton Ferry Road, yes.
Where's that bridge? How far down is that? Was that the one that was damaged several years ago?
It's been damaged several times. At 3 or 4 times since I've been in office, 9 years I've been there, including last year. And it seems like every time we get a big downburst and area-wide rain, and that High Tire Creek drains all the way back to the old guy King and Sons on Highway 5. So it drains a few thousand acres.
That's 3 or 4 miles.
Yeah, a few thousand acres. I think it's the neighborhood of 6,500 acres it drains and gathers at that bridge. And since the ice storm in 2009, we've constantly had problems every time we have that. So we're going to replace it, 5-foot tubes in there now sitting on an angle, and we're going to put in an 89 clear span, one with one pier in the middle.
So the restriction will
bridge.
be 0.
Yeah, there'll be no restriction.
No restrictions at all.
And along with that, we're going to do some bank restoration, working with our engineers and with Arkansas Game and Fish, and it has been deteriorating the banks there on the lower side in particular, and we're going to be doing restoration work down that bank and working with some of the neighbors who are also trying to do that. We just bought the lot that joins the bridge on the west side, so that we'll have a staging area, and that's the bank that really needs to have the restoration work done on it. So try to keep in more debris, dirt, and the rocks that wash away out of the White River that has enough silts that go down in there during the storm and the trash. And we also know there's a big tree across that creek on down almost to the White River that is evidently blocking it, and we got to get that checked out and maybe working on to get that just not far below where our detour is going to be.
What'd you say, 5 18-foot tubes?
We got our detour is going to have 5 8-foot tubes. The old railroad tanker cars was when our detour bridge is going to be. The bids are out on them right now. We're accepting bids. They'll be open later this month to build that detour road. But the new bridge will be a clear span. With one pier in the middle. It'll be a flat deck bridge.
You're reducing your restriction so let's say we have 4 or 5 inches.
It's opening it up.
Yeah, so it's just wide open throttle with
yes, they've determined that what we've been doing, and of course what happens when you have those tubes, you get all the debris coming down and it blocks those tubes, and then it builds a dam just like a beaver. It's as good as a beaver, yeah. And this will let that debris flow on through and have a natural free flow to it, so that it won't have the blockage, and it'll level out with the road where the road is currently, and so it'll have a lot of clearance. We've never had over about a 25 or 30% flood, which is like a 25 or 30 years. We used to know the 100-year flood level. If we go to 100-year flood level, that whole bottom will be underwater. So that's why we have Bull Shoals Dam up the valley. But that's the kind of flooding we've had there, and it's causing this damage. So if we were to have a really big one, it'd take the thing out. But
so the tree that's down White River at the creek, how much restriction is it in the water?
Oh, it's laying from bank to bank, and it's up off the bottom. You can evidently about waist high. There's drainage under it. It's not blocking it completely, but it would restrict it if it comes another flood.
Wouldn't take much debris before it did clog it up.
It's just the right kind of debris.
Downstream from the new bridge, you're going to widen that channel a little bit on the property? No.
We're going to just restore the banks.
Yeah.
The channels are plenty big, especially right below the bridge. It's plenty wide.
Is it?
It narrows down as it goes towards the river, but and there's a lot of high banks there, so we're going to be working with the property we purchased and some of the neighbors and have advice and helping them keep their banks in place. And of course, when you have trees collapse and fall off, the trees on the banks of the rivers and the creeks are the life of that bank, and when they get old or get undercut and then fall in, you lose that kind of solid foundation to hold it in place, and it'll take a lot more bank out. So we're hoping to put there'll be a big lining of big chunk rocks and what have you. But it'll be better. It'll increase the flow. It's just been a long and arduous process getting to where we're at right now, and hopefully by this time next year it'll be finished.
Really?
And we can pat ourselves on the back and say finally got it done.
Finally got it done on County Road 1.
We've been working on this since 2015.
How's the sales tax issues looking so far? Are we still running pretty good?
I don't know about issues, but our revenue is still up.
Good.
And we just got the last report we got. It's been up every month over the year before since January of last year. And
awesome.
It's just been amazing. And we've been extremely blessed with the economy here. As I did in a recent interview, was talking about that when we went into the pandemic, we were getting all kinds of warning signals and warnings from the state and from other and federal sources saying that we were going to just crash our revenue. Well, our revenue never slowed down due to two things. One, that people stayed home and purchased, or we now have a sales tax collected on online sales. So our revenues, sales taxes just continue to increase. And as I understand it, the same thing is true in Harrison and the Boone County area, that theirs was growing just like ours.
Good.
They thought they were the only ones. We thought we were the only ones. And I guess together we're probably shining the whole state of Arkansas in these two counties because of the local travel and the people not going out of town, as well as the online purchase sales tax. But it'll catch up and slow down eventually, but it has been really good to us. And it's going to allow us in this budget season, as we're beginning the budget work for next year now and have been working on some things, it'll help let us do some things that we badly need to do because we can now trust the revenue that's coming in.
So when you talk about budget, and there again I'm going to relate because we're really just 2 to 3 months out of winter. I know it just turned fall, but we got to think ahead. And with that, January and February can be pretty cold and snowy, or it can be warm and sunny. I've seen either way over the last 49 years. I've seen, well, what was it, Christmas of 19? It was 78, 79 degrees. We had,
yes,
it was a hot day on Christmas Day. And then I've seen some Christmas days with snow and ice and cold.
We've not had a lot of road problems with snow and ice since 2017 or
Probably,
so.
Yeah. 4 years.
So we're due one. I was hoping I'd get through my last winter.
No.
But we are due
But how
one.
do you plan ahead? I mean,
Well,
we have no idea what's coming.
The fortunate thing about when it comes to budget is we budget on the annual calendar year. So beginning January 1st, we have a brand new budget. Like our budgets right now, especially in the road department, because we have been aggressively pursuing construction projects, and our road construction line item and our equipment line item is pretty well spent out or already booked to be spent out. And so that will end in December. We'll have a brand new budget to start over. What it will harm is what we can do the rest of the year. If we get hit real hard in the snow and ice and it costs us more money, then we can have to back off of some projects we may have otherwise have done. Some things that we have been trying to get done since we've had some light winters in the last 3 or 4 years. But
thank goodness.
But that's helped us there.
I think it was like 13, 14, 15 of February.
Yeah.
But we have 10 inches come through on the average for the county.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, our biggest snow months are February and March.
Yeah.
But ice is a different story, and that's what we've had to experience in recent years is having to deal with the ice. The snow is a lot easier to deal with. But I was driving around on the yard the other day and made a big circle, and I noticed that the salt bin is full, the chips and the sawdust piles are there. Everything's there. We've already purchased that get us ready. And since we have not had to use a lot of it in the last few seasons, we're built up, and so we're ready to go. And they are constantly working on equipment, and we'll have that ready to go, and as it usually stays ready. So a lot of that stuff's already paid for. It just takes time and pays for labor.
Yeah. And I want to remind people that, and I know you're not highway department, but if you go from Mountain Home to Gassville, 5-lane highway, going there is 1 lane Coming back is another, but you've got 5 lanes, so you can go there and back, there and back, there and back, and maybe, 7 miles to Gasville. But you do it 5 times there and back, you're going to rack up about 70 miles cleaning the highways.
Yeah.
And so with y'all, you may have a 2-lane road, but you can't get both lanes at one scraping.
No, it depends on the material that's on the road and what we're trying to remove, and it makes our job more difficult. Yeah, the harder it freezes or the type of precipitation that we're getting. So, you may have to run the road several times, but our trucks, of course, have spreader beds on them, and they hit the hills and the curves as best they can, and they keep running back to keep a full spreader bed. Yeah. And we're trying to upgrade, and we have recently upgraded some of the equipment to do that. We're still using a lot of the older equipment, though, for snow removal because it's just used so seldom that you don't need to be putting a lot of money in it. We need to be putting our money in the equipment that we use every day.
There you go. 7:35 coming up on 7:36. I need to take a quick break. More with the county judge right after this.
So you got something to cut to?
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gasville.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
And the peril of the day is one very hard persimmon.
Persimmon 1, Mickey 0.
We're not getting there from here.
Well, let's just pray for a nice winter.
Put it in my vise and take a wood chisel to it.
Yeah. A little bit of snow in February, that's about it. Like we had, last year was a good winter.
Well, send us in your spoons and forks, whatever you find in your persimmon seeds, if you got them. what I've been seeing so far. And of course, people find spoons. They like to brag about it, so they tell.
Yeah, spoon the bad. The spoon.
The spoon's bad. That means you're gonna need a shovel this winter. Knife is. You might have to look it up, but
let me pull it up.
Knife, you have to slice something, but the fork, it means it'll be rain. So
let's see.
And what's amazing is a lot of people, and I've been around all my life, didn't realize you can see the spoon and the fork in the persimmon seed. Whatever it is, it is.
Some people have posted. It's amazing.
On some seeds, I mean, it's just there's no doubt about what it's showing. It's amazing how that forms in there. In the meanwhile, we do have a quorum court meeting tonight.
I'm pulling it out. I'm looking, trying to see if I can
trying to find the old wives' tale.
Huh?
Persimmon seed forecast.
Let me go back.
We do have a quorum court meeting tonight, you know.
All right, let's go to quorum court while he's doing that.
Talk about quorum court. I'm gonna find the persimmon.
We have our normal items on the quorum court, but there's one big one I want to bring out and notice in what we're doing, and this is the American Rescue Plan Act money that the federal government has sent us, and we've received over $4 million of it. And one of the things that is approved with their 13th final rule, and we think we're going to get another final rule before the end of the month. But one of the things that you can use that money for, like most Fed money has strings attached to it, is called premium pay, and you're allowed to use it up to so many to essential workers. Then they turned around and declared all local government workers essential workers. So that covered all the employees within the county, and what we have decided to do and presented it to the Budget Committee on the quorum court as we elected officials met and pondered it and went over it, and the plan that we have chosen will be on the agenda tonight as item number 2, I believe. Premium pay to amend the 2021 budget. It's going to be given everybody that worked from February the 1st, 2020 to December 31st, 2020. And we can clock and log all the hours they worked, and they're still employed with us, will receive $1.50 an hour for every hour they worked in 2020. And that'll average out somewhere around $2,400 per employee take-home pay. We'll withhold taxes on it and pay the benefits, retirements, etc. But we don't have to pay insurance, because that's a set rate. But that's on the agenda tonight, so that we'll be using some of that money, which will in turn help our sales tax revenue, because it'll be put right back into the economy. And you lay in $2,000, $2,500 in an employee's hands, and they have something they really need, or they need to pay this or pay that off. It will really help, and it'll come in time. It'll come in before Thanksgiving to help them. And then next year, our plans are, when we receive the second half of the rescue plan money, we'll do this again for those that work through the year of 2021. Wow. So that's a big thing. And then we're going to appropriate $80,000 of a special fund that the legislature raised the wholesale gas and fuel tax last session, but they don't trust us to spend the money like we trust them, I guess. But we have to keep that in a special account, and we've not been budgeting that money, the extra revenue to us in Road and Bridge, so we're using it on this project to help fund the bridge project, because we have to apply to FEMA to get our reimbursed for the money that we spend. And we're going to appropriate $80,000, which we expect that the temporary bridge culverts are going to cost us, and that's on the ordinance tonight. Then there's some adjustments in personnel, tabular or pay grade tabular report in one department, and then there is some adjustment in some employees' salaries, and some moving of money. From money received and from money that goes from one budget item, and then some resolutions to back up some appointments to fire district boards. There will be an addition that I didn't see it yesterday when I left. I had to leave for the funeral service. But there should be another addition appropriation ordinance we lost a dump truck this last month that got totaled, and we got the check for that, and we're going to use it to purchase a new to us excavator that we've ordered at the tune of about $145,000. So,
was that driver okay in that accident? That was a rollover, wasn't it?
we had a rollover dump truck, yes, one of our newer Mack trucks, and just accident, and nobody else involved, single vehicle accident, and everybody's okay.
Yeah.
But it totaled a truck, and we've got our money come in for that, and we're going to use it to replace the truck. We might get one by this time next year. Nobody has one. You can't find them. And that's not unusual. There's a lot of things, like our four-wheel vehicles that we buy, and we've bought a lot of Rams and Dodge vehicles. They're not available. You can't get them. And you just get in the line, and to buy another dump truck equipped like this one we just lost, we don't know how far it out. So we're going to buy the excavator, and then we'll use, we've got a crusher, the old crusher that we replaced, we've got it on auction block trying to get it, and then we'll use that to try to find us another dump truck, but as soon as they become available. But it's a constant juggling of things like that in several departments, especially in the road department or the building maintenance department. And everybody can notice we have a new sod farm in the courthouse lawn that's been put down. Got all new sod on it. We're irrigating it, so be careful. You walk around there, they're trying to get irrigated to get it to take root before winter. Maybe get a little green out of it, and they'll get it rolled out, and hopefully next year we'll just have the most gorgeous lawn on the Baxter County Courthouse Square.
You know, the downtown square, everything looks so good, and then, you know, the fixing everything up the courthouse, it's nice downtown.
Yeah, and we have some people from the Glad Garden Club that take care of the pots and the flowers around there, and the volunteers are getting, especially because of the pandemic, have been hard to get, and then there's been a couple of faithful ladies that's taking care of that, and we appreciate the work they do. It takes a load off our maintenance people, but they know flowers and plants, and now they're trying to figure out and make plans of what to do with it in the winter time. And maybe as we get this yard, the sod gets hold and takes, and we'll do some more either benches or shrubberies or something that we put in. But once we get this yard taken care of, it's just a process.
I'm going to open Pandora's box here real quick before we take the last break. North Central Arkansas is 13 counties all the way down to Jackson, and Woodruff County includes Marion, Baxter, back over to Salem and Hardy. 53 admissions in the hospital. This is out of 13 counties, only 53. We don't people sick, but these aren't bad numbers. 18 ICU and 8 on ventilators. And we're still getting reports. I mean, it's just like there's nothing else going on in the state, and
well, it's not as bad as the state. And then I get out and travel a little bit and it's really interesting to see different functions. I went to the Corps of Engineers shoreline study of the Lake Norfolk last Thursday afternoon, and there it's a federal sponsored program in a state university, and they try to lock that thing down with mask wearing and spacing and limited traffic, just like we're in a severe pandemic. But then go to the football game, and it's wide open.
Busch Stadium had 45,500,
and they will tomorrow night.
There Sunday.
Or in Los Angeles, they may have 100,000 in Los Angeles tomorrow night.
Wednesday,
It depends on the venue and I guess who's watching. We've never been there in Baxter County, and I've been fortunate, but I look at numbers a lot of times different than a lot of people do, and it irritates some people once in a while, but that's part of it. If you take the total ever case numbers in Baxter County and divide it by the population, and knowing that there is double count in the active numbers and the testing positive numbers, since this thing started in March of 2020, when we had our first case in Baxter County, 7 out of every 8 of us have never had it. Think about it. Look at the numbers.
Yeah.
Out of every 8 people, only one person has tested positive.
Well, right now, Baxter County,
That's pretty good odds.
Yeah, we've
Now,
had
that does not-
5,702 cases, and right now we've got 67 in the county out of 40. What's our population now?
Got it, 42,000.
42,000. 5463 recovered. So you're looking at
So we
57.
I don't want to take away at all from the dangers of
96% recovery rate.
of how bad it is and
Yeah.
how bad it affects certain people, and in particular certain people.
Right.
I'm one of the fortunate ones. I've never been tested. Never, as far as I know, never had it. I've had antibodies tested because I donated blood, but it's still dangerous, and it's dangerous to those that work within it. I was at my 50th class reunion this weekend, and one of my classmates, same age as I am, lost her 45-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
This summer.
Yeah.
I lost my 46-year-old neighbor. So it is very extremely dangerous. So we take precautions, but we do go overboard, and in some places they need to be there. In some places it's just something definitely to be concerned if you have certain underlying conditions in particular.
That's right.
That is really serious. But anyway, there's people are all over the map, and they get crazy in both directions on this thing, and they get so far off to this side or far off to this side. Those of us that are caught in the middle that are trying to deal with it and understand it's how bad it can be, but we still gonna live our life.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I've been constantly trying to say through this, we can't be so afraid to die that we stop living.
Yeah.
Or we're afraid to live because we're afraid to die. And a lot of people go to that extreme. Then you have people just totally opposite to them of course, and then the media, if one of them catches it and deceases, then the media blows that out. Well, it's deadly to certain people, and it could be deadly to me. I don't know. I've not had it. And I hope not to get it. Yeah. And I take the procedures. But I'm not going to shut myself down and not enjoy my family, not do my job, and not go and do the things. I do watch what I do and how I handle things, and how close proximity, and pay attention. Mm-hmm. But if you're sick, stay home.
There you go.
It's that simple.
Very simple.
I missed one of my classmates this weekend because he developed a fever, and I was hoping to see him, and he didn't show up. We was wondering. Wow. He had a fever. He stayed home.
Wow. 7:52. Last break. Be right back.
Benny with Ammo Dump.
At Ammo Dump, they carry new and used firearms, large supply of shotguns, rifles, and handguns. Ammo Dump will buy, sell, or trade in your item and can special order whatever you like. They also have knives, scopes, ammo of any caliber, and provide gun cleaning and restoration. Call them today for the best competitive pricing around.
If I don't have it or can't get it because I don't make it, come and see us.
That's Ammo Dump, located next to Woodman's Package in Norfolk.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Live Bomber Football is back on XL7 TV with announcers Bob Rechtenwald and Josh Kaminsky, bringing you the best in play-by-play. Watch every game live on XL7 TV or online at xl7tv.com/football. Every Friday night, watch the Bombers live, whether you are at the game or not. Also, enjoy a meal, drink, and watch the Bombers on XL7 TV live at the following restaurants every Friday night, only on XL7 TV. It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
It's come up on 7:55. Your final thoughts. We got about 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes. Whatever we.
You know, I had something a while ago, and age caught up with me, and we changed the subject. And I think now I remember what it is.
Well, how about going back to persimmon seeds? I've got it up here. Knife, fork, and spoon. There's the picture right there.
Yeah, and if you'll bust open a persimmon seed, you'll see one of the three. It's just amazing, what God has put in there in those seeds and other things. It's just amazing what you'll see.
You're saying people are seeing spoons, they're saying.
Oh, yeah. They've been illustrating spoons on Facebook, and I guess it got so bad they shut the whole Facebook down yesterday. I heard that this morning. I said, I didn't even know it. They were shut down for 6 hours and lost billions of dollars of revenue because they were shut
worldwide.
Down. And somebody said, "Yeah,
I showed Scooter the speculation.
Your good friend from over west of us, he's on there, said they lost billions of dollars of income on his post this morning." He said, "That's a good thing."
You know, it's so funny that the whistleblower came out on 60 Minutes Sunday night, and they shut down for 6 or 7 hours, you know.
Oh, man, whatever. But my wife, I was telling her that this morning when I heard that news, and she said, "Did they get it back up?" "Oh, rats." I said, "So to stay down."
You know, if we had another social media like that would actually treat people and all opinions, it wouldn't be bad. But
it's amazing to me. I'm old enough to remember what Microsoft went through and Bill Gates went through because of Mama Bell and AT&T or IT&T, whatever the name of it was, ITT, trying to shut them down and hold them down so they couldn't get into the market and compete with them and overtake them, and the struggles they had to become competitive to these current technology companies back in, what is it, in the 80s?
Yeah, early 80s.
And now they're doing exactly the same thing that others that they had to overcome to become who they are.
Yeah.
And so they suppress or buy out everybody that's competition to them. So that ain't never going to happen because they own the market. And if somebody comes in and tries to do it, you just see them. Next thing you know, they own it. And it's it's happening that way in the fishing industry to a big degree, and I won't go any further there. But
you know what I got in the mail about a week ago?
There's no telling.
A phone book.
Oh yeah, I get phone books. They're not near as thick as they used to be, but they don't have anything in them.
A phone book. And people say,
so let
what?
me go find some more persimmon seeds, ones I can get into. You're gonna print that picture so we can compare next time we come on here.
Yeah.
But we had something. Yeah, we had something else going on the county. You got everybody notice the economy is going to be real good in October in the Baxter County. You see all the big fancy boats and bass boats that's running through town this week.
Really?
Keep your eyes open and look at all the parking lots are full.
Good.
They had a Bass Federation tournament on Norfolk this past week. They had a Special Olympics tournament on Bull Shoals this last week. This coming week, the week we're in, and the tournaments will be Saturday and Sunday, is the Phoenix Fishing League. This is a regional tournament. So we have people coming from 4 different regions, from Tennessee, Kentucky, Barkley Lake area, the Archie Division, which is our Washita, Hamilton, Dardanelle, Greer's Ferry Lakes, the Ozark Division, which is southern and central Missouri, and Illinois Division. Those 4 divisions, the top 40 or 45 anglers from those divisions, with a non-boater angler in the back deck of the boat. So that's over 200 boats with 2 anglers in each boat. One is a non-boater, one is a boater, and they'll be fishing on Lake Norfolk this weekend.
Wow.
They're here now. The lake is open. They can practice to go try to find a fish. And then the following week is the annual, usually in the spring, but the annual Cystic Fibrosis Tournament fundraiser out of West Plains. It's always big. Last time I checked, they had about 110 boats registered. Then the following week of that, on the 23rd, is a 2-day tournament or 3-day tournament, the Bass Scout Owners Invitational, and there'll be 200 or 300 boats in that one. That's on Norfolk. This is their 50th year of Bass Scout. Congratulations, Rick, and all the people out there. This is a great. There's been a great industry and very well known in that industry. Then on September the 30th, there is a fundraiser bass fishing tournament on Bull Shoals Lake to raise money for the Pites Cancer House.
Yep.
I'm boat number 6. I got in early. So come on out. There's limited 75 boats on Bull Shoals on September 30th, so we have a lot of boats 30th. In town.
October.
October 30th.
Yeah, October 30th.
What'd I say?
September.
Well, I messed it
This
up.
month.
But so there's a lot of activity. October's a good fishing month, but the fish are going to have sore mouths everywhere. So look, a lot of people from out of town.
Yep.
Wave at them. They help us.
Speaking of wave, we got to go. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.